The pressure mounting as the 12 men and women deciding the fate of Kyle Rittenhouse work to reach a verdict. And now a new twist, a person who followed their bus.
This is a very serious matter, and I don't know what the ultimate truth of it is.
Judge Bruce Schrader says the driver claimed to be a producer with the cable news channel MSNBC.
Absolutely, it would go without much thinking that someone who is following the jury bus, that is it's extremely serious matter.
Kenosha police say he was following the jury bus Wednesday night from about a block behind and ran a red light. Police posted on Twitter there was no breach of security regarding the jury, nor were there any photographs obtained. This investigation remains active and open. No further information. The man was arrested, ticketed, released, and banned from the courthouse.
He was ticketed for violating a traffic control signal. He's not here today from what I'm told, and I have instructed that no one from MSNBC News will be permitted in this building for the duration of this trial.
The judge says protecting jurors' security and identities is paramount. It's why, he says, they travel on a sealed bus to and from the courthouse.
The jury in this case is being transported from a different location in a bus with the windows covered so that they don't have to look at aren't exposed to any signs by one side or another.
According to a statement from NBC News, the man was a freelancer and, quote, never photographed or intended to photograph them. We regret the incident and will fully cooperate with the authorities on any investigation.
And Hillary, as you encounter people at the courthouse, I know that you've met some of the victim family members today.
Right, Joyce. And tonight at 6, we will speak with, you'll hear from the girlfriend of one of the men killed, what this wait has been like for her, waiting for that verdict, and what she remembers from that fateful night. Joyce.
We'll look forward to that report tonight at 6. Thank you, Hillary. Our legal expert, Craig Mastantuono, joins us now for some analysis. And Craig, I have to begin by asking you about day 4 approaching for deliberations tomorrow, 3 full days of deliberations with no verdict. As an attorney, are you thinking that perhaps a hung jury is a possibility, or are the jurors merely being deliberate?
Well, they're certainly being deliberate. Look, the longer this goes, when you're into day 3, you have to think that the potential for a hung jury is approaching. I've had them go into 3.5 days before and hang. I've had them go to 3.5 days and come back with a verdict. But look, the longer this takes, the longer you're approaching that. One thing that we should note is the jurors haven't indicated to the judge, at least as far as we know, that they are having trouble, reaching an agreement. And so they haven't started to signal that yet. So nobody is making that assumption yet.
Craig, at the end of the day, one of the jurors had asked if they could take jury instructions home. That's a 36-page document. Anything to make of that?
Well, it's interesting. Look, one thing I think on that question that's interesting about today is there weren't a lot of questions about, can we look at this evidence or view this video? And so it sounds to me like the jurors are debating, and they're trying to debate with each other. What are the meaning of some of these terms in the instructions? Reasonable, provocation, exhaust every resort to, remove yourself from the situation. And so to me, they're talking about these instructions more than they're saying, let's go through the evidence again and have arguments about what these various items show. So they're deliberating for sure. And if taking the instructions home to read and think about them is helpful, the judge gave them the authority to do that.
All right, Craig Mastantuono, as always, thank you for your insight.